Hello, peeps. Um, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I just feel like we're living in a different reality. I remember the days when we used to care, the days when we used to care about each other, care about what happened to people, whether we know them or not. And now we're seeing where people are actually even wishing for bad things to happen to other people. This is these things are even happening in churches, you know, a place for refuge, a place that you would go to when you feel at your lowest and have the faith that when you leave there that you would be blessed. But I feel like we were conditioned for this moment. I feel like the planners had us desensitized for this very moment. And I actually feel like the planners died a long time ago. They knew that this age was gonna come. For example, people who created movies like Star Trek and other fantasy movies. Now, a lot of those things where we're seeing those things as reality, electric vehicles, space vehicles, um, those things, we saw those things in movies and cartoons a long time ago, and now those things are a reality. I start to think that a lot of the things that we saw in science fiction were things that they were actually working on, you know, and they used the media to desensitize us. The more we see, the less of a human being we became, the more violence we see. And they divide us into groups, into different groups, right? If you're aligned with this political party, then this is what you should believe. This is what we're about over on this side. And if you're on this side, you gotta believe some of the things over on the other side, because we're all beholden to the same people. Because in the middle of those two parties, you have the control system, and they donate to both sides, to both parts of the system. So both systems share some things. When I look at some of the stuff that's going on around the world, and I look at some of the comments online where people are saying, oh, they deserve it, because they're not like us. Oh, you should die because you're a Democrat. You should die because you believe in abortion. You should die because you believe in human rights. You should die because you believe in gun control. Guns not killing people, people do. Without the guns, people wouldn't be able to kill 50 people at the same time. They couldn't do that with sticks and stones, or knives and swords. World is different, and it's scary to see the world that my child is gonna grow up into. Everywhere around the world that you look right now, there's tension. Everywhere I look, if there's not war, war is brewing. And it's just a matter of time before it gets to our soil. And where do you think the war is gonna be fought? In the Nevada desert? It's gonna be in our cities. And where are our military bases at? Fort Bragg, North Carolina. It's on Yadkin Road. Fort Bragg is a city itself in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We have Riley Road on one side, Yadkin Road on one side, and Spring Lake on the other side. It's a city filled with people. But a good percentage of us keep pushing for us to go to war in other people's country, where there are families with kids and wives that are dying. But because we're not experiencing those things at home, we say, let it be. We never stop to think about, what if that was us? What if we had to be running to bomb shelters? Only one country have bomb shelters. The other people, they don't. The other people don't have warning systems. Do you think we do? We don't have bomb shelters. If stuff starts to happen, where do you think we're gonna go? Because we send all our tax dollars to another country to build them up air defense systems and underground bunkers. We don't have air defense systems. We have a few in Alaska and Maine, but we don't have air defense systems to defend the homeland. Where do you think we gonna go? All our tax dollars went to that country. And they have free healthcare, free education, free childcare. And we can't get healthcare. We can't get childcare. They even taking away school lunches. Come on, man. We gotta remove these elected leaders, Democrats and Republicans, because the Democrats are irresponsible just as much as the Republicans. This is not good for America. It's not good.